The chicken that left home for 20 years. We still come back. Once in.
But for now, let me stay here.
Well, you have 30 seconds. Enjoy it while you last.
Oh, I need money to pay for my Pilates class.
I need money to do a lot of things.
Oh, yes. I'm just talking of different things I want to do.
Here we are.
What the hell is as a precious person talking about?
Welcome inside the locker room.
COP29.
Sarah and that's a gift from God.
Didn't talk about people who go. They usually go for all those things.
Yes, some people are there. That's the Ghanaian president I just saw. Pressing his phone when they're talking about important things. That's why his country is suffering.
That's why they won't go for Nations Cup. It's part of it. All right. Magic time. All right. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. On a hump of the week, Wednesday morning. It's 17 minutes past 8 a.m. And it's that time to get into the world of sports. You know how we do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this time. We lock it down in the locker room and get into the group to talk about sports stories that have been making the rounds in the last 24, 48 hours or thereabouts. And we share banter a lot. So if banter is your thing, you're most welcome to the right. My name is Ayokunmi. And of course, I'm not doing this alone because I have with me the one, the only, Tega Supreme.
Good morning. Put my mic up now. Let them hear my voice.
It's high. It's high.
It's
high.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? Nothing. Oh, let me give you small gist or small banter. That's how the CAF Women's Champions League, that's happening in Morocco. I should be there, but to go to Morocco now, 5 million. So
just 5 million.
It's not.
Just
give me
money for bread.
If you give me this bread money now, I'll be in Morocco.
I've not bought bread.
Anyway, so the CAF Women's Champions League going on in Morocco. That's how TP Mazembe, their women came. If you see the noise they were making from the bus, they were dancing, clapping.
No, high spirits.
Then they got on the pitch. They played a brilliant first half, scored goals. Then second half, it's like they didn't come out from the locker room. ASFA beat them. I think that match ended 3-1. I was like, so after all the dance.
Well, maybe they only paid for like first half, like all the gingers for first half.
Okay, they shouldn't have danced that much.
They didn't subscribe.
They should have waited. The fuel is costly now. They should have kept the fuel that they have so that they'll be able to play 90 minutes and now use half to dance, half to play first half. By the time the match was over, they lost by 3-1. All right, so the CAF African once it says CAF, it's African Women's Champions League is going on. You can catch that on your popular cable network. I'm not giving no free advance. You can catch that on your popular cable network to support women's football, watch great football, and laugh like me, like I've been laughing at those people. All right, so there's that going on. There's a tennis happening in ATP, and my goodness, Carlos Alcaraz, what happened? Him too, fuel has finished in his car. And maybe
it's expensive.
Maybe he doesn't have 1,080 naira to top up.
Hey.
So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about what's happening midweek because the UEFA Nations League is
that's right.
This weekend. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the Super Eagles playing against Benin and their former coach. So all of that and more in the locker room. But before we do any talking, Ayokunmi, tell us, how can we be a part of the locker room?
All right. You can join us in the locker room this morning by sending your messages to us. We love to hear from you on WhatsApp on 0809 444 0981. That is 0809 444 0981. I had to take it slowly in case you don't have the number. It should be on speed dial. The studio line is 0201 4489 981. And YouTube, we're streaming live. You can catch us at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Yes, that's right. You can see me decked out on Tega, looking a little flowery in our outfit and everything. But anyways, I digress. Back into what we have come to do. Let's begin with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, only Spain-based forward Sadiq Umar was being expected as Nigeria's juggernaut rolled steadily into the much familiar environment of the Stade Felix Houphouët-Boigny on Tuesday, with 22 players set for the team's first training session ahead of a potentially explosive AFCON qualifying match against Benin Republic on Thursday.
Yes, so remember when Benin Republic came to you and when Genogro had the effrontery. My God.
He has mind though.
He has mind to say Nigeria Super Eagles are the easiest team to beat. That thing pain me. Because when you say Super Eagles are the easiest team to beat and they didn't now play well, it now makes it look like you're telling the truth. And he would have inside information because, like I said, former coach. Have we even finished paying him this morning?
Let's not start that conversation. Let's leave that
I should
first.
be the one telling you, Abby. But we're paying his money. Should not be talking anyhow. If not, we withhold our taxes.
We hold his balance.
We hold his balance. Anyway, but yeah, so he had the mind to say that. I know. Remember how we struggled in the World Cup qualifier against them. This is going to be important. Now, so far, 8 teams have. Let's not look at it as if we are the best teams since last week. 8 teams have already qualified.
Right.
They are not our mates like them. Egypt, Algeria, Morocco.
They've done the business.
Cameroon, they've done the business. They've qualified. But Nigeria just needs a point, maybe 1 point, against the Republic of Benin to qualify. We are good to go. We are in a comfortable position. As it is now, we can dash Ghana 3 points. As it is now, if Ghana is polite and respectful,
will the 3 points even help them?
But it will make it less disgraceful. We can dash them 3 points. But what it is we need 1 point from this match. So everybody is here. Everybody's in good spirits. We have the goal scorers. Victor Osimhen doing wonders in Galatasaray, becoming a fan favorite already. We also have Ademola Lookman, the man who we are waiting to go and collect his CAF award.
I will contribute to his plain money, sir.
No, don't worry. Contribute to my own. He has already arrived.
Oh, okay.
Contribute to my own.
Okay.
So we're waiting to collect. So we have a full team. We have a good team. A few changes here and there, especially defensively because of the injury to Shemi Ajayi. There is a player from Nasarawa United. Yes.
That's an interesting
All
one.
those people that shout local content, they brought local content. So he's on the team. I don't know that he would feature in this match because Augustine the government is not going to take any risks with our qualification. So even if he does need a point, it doesn't mean that he should go and aim to play a draw.
But he might actually feature him in the last game if we get that point and qualify.
If we get that point and qualify, he may feature in the last game. But you also have to remember that the last game is at home in Uyo. So you want to win in front of the home crowd. So it's a dicey one, but that's why he's the coach and I'm the pundit, and I don't have to have that headache.
Right.
All right. So all we need is a point, and that match is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.
That's right. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that match is tomorrow. So please remember, support your Super Eagles. Watch, post about them. Wear your green. Any green would do. We look forward to seeing you. Support the Super Eagles.
Most definitely. Tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time.
Yep.
Catch the Super Eagles doing the business against Republic of Benin. All right, Tega, let's switch gears and talk about tennis. World number 1, Yannick Sinner, made it 2 wins out of 2 at the ATP finals as he fought off Taylor Fritz in a high-octane clash inside the NLP arena on Tuesday.
Okay, so fought off they use that word loosely. It was not an easy match, but there was no time where he was really under threat. So when the match started, he struggled a little bit in his service games. Like Taylor Fritz was returning very well, but that's what you expect at the start of the match from a Taylor Fritz. But there was not too much uncomfortable moments for Yannick Sinner. So even if he competed, he wasn't under threat. I think that's the explanation I'm trying to give. So Taylor Fritz, Taylor Fritz helped him to beat him. So it was that easy. So 6-4, 6-4. Straight sets victory. It was entertaining because there was some brilliant shot making from both players, that made it interesting, especially from Yannick Sinner. Ultimately he was able to get just the breaks he needed. He broke Taylor Fritz when Taylor Fritz was serving to stay in the set, and that's how he won that set. And then he had a convenient break in the second set and was good to go. So brilliant start for him. He's already ended the year as world number 1. He's already collected the trophy. So and he's playing in front of his home crowd. So as soon as he exhales, you hear the crowd shouting. He doesn't even have to play a shot, just exhale and the crowd will start to shout. So he has that home support. Everything is working for him. On the other hand, the world number 2, the other guy that people thought was going to come in to contend for this title, Carlos Alcaraz. He did him like Bean.
Film trick.
So Casper Ruud has struggled all season. especially in the second half of the season, and could barely buy a win. And then it was Carlos Alcaraz during the Lever Cup that told Casper Ruud that you can win and you can play brilliantly. It was Carlos Alcaraz, and Casper Ruud actually said it.
You see?
That one of the matches is telling him who he was, because he had so many losses, he was beginning to second guess himself. Only for Carlos Alcaraz to boost his confidence. He now used his confidence to beat Carlos.
He now went to buy the finger that fed him at the end of the day.
That's why, this is why, Djokovic used to say that he didn't have any really close friends on tour, because what he didn't want was for you to find out his secret and for you to use him to beat him. He said, because remember when Federer invited Nadal to come and watch him, as when Nadal just came in on tour. After that, Nadal beat Federer. He was like, you came out. So Djokovic was like, I'm not playing with all these young boys. I can be friendly, but I'm not going to be close friends with any of you. And that's what it is. Because Carlos is struggling already. Yes, they're saying he was under the weather, but he was struggling. He made a lot of unforced errors. Was broken twice in the first set. Broke Casper Ruud in the second set. Was serving for the second set when Casper Ruud broke him back and eventually went on to win, the match. But he was struggling on his own serves.
Okay.
However, it was the fact that Casper Ruud knew exactly where to be for some of his shots. And so it made it a little more tricky. So he gets the opportunity to see if he can win his second match again. He's playing against Andrew Rublev, who lost to Sasha Zverev in his first match, also in straight sets. So let's see if he can work his way out of that.
Let's see if he can work his way out of that. We'll take a really quickly before we dive into more interesting things here. Now, talking about men's side of things, I know the women's side is a wild, wild west, so any number can win. But looking at how we have a passing of the torch, more or less, we had Federer, we had Djokovic, we had Nadal.
It's Sinner that is winning this one. Leave it.
No, what I'm saying is that looking at the new boys right now, I mean, who is looking like the most likely big three going forward in men's tennis from your point of view?
There's just top two right now. It's Carlos and Yannick Sinner. Medvedev is a distant third. So Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner are the guys to watch out for. That's why I spoke about them. We don't used to speak about people that we are not sure. So once in a while you see a Sasha Zverev win a Masters here and there. Once in a while you see Daniel Medvedev. But Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are several levels ahead of the rest of the tour.
Man, that is quite.
All right, so let me just quickly touch on F1 before we go to the next story. So in F1, the race director has resigned immediately. Now they're saying, that he's moving on to greater things. But the truth of the matter is, it's not that they're moving on to greater things. It's that he's quarreling with Ben Sulayem. So the new president, F1 president, has had a lot of brush-ups with a lot of people. Remember last week it was the drivers that were telling him that he should mind his language. They're not children. He cannot tell them what to do. Also, some other senior officials have had issues with him. And now the race director, who's been there since, the one that replaced Michael Massey, remember he was Hamilton Michael Massey, he's been there since 2022, had already been looking forward to leaving at the end of the season because of this clash. But this week it was announced he's leaving with immediate effect, like he couldn't take it anymore. So Ben Sulayem, can you tell us what your real problem is? Because everybody else cannot be wrong and only you be right.
I mean, look at the mirror, bro. Look at the mirror.
All right, so let's take a quick break while we look in the mirror. When we come back, we'll be taking your thoughts and more stories in the world of sports.
It's a long break.
Sorry, it's a long one.
It's 5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
The pack adverts give us.
We are going to fight. Who are all these people?
People that are bringing money.
Okay, ARM can put. I like ARM. They're my friend.
It's actually ARM that is the issue. Like they requested for a number of spots within a
No. ARM are my friend. They're not an issue. They're my friend. ARM is good. They're my good friends. Charlatan too. They're my good friends. Charlatan and ARM, very good friends.
So 5 minutes.
They should even bring more ads. ARM, you can sponsor the whole show so that you just be playing your ads. That's what I want for you. I desire great things for you. You understand?
True.
So ARM, this is me telling you now. Just invest. Just sponsor the entire locker room.
I mean,
We play the intro with ARM. We play your ad. We self
everything.
on our own will now hype you extra. That's all the benefits you can get from this thing. So don't do small. Just collect it all. I will send you my proposal. You understand? So people, you understand? My friend. ARM, our friend.
Uh,
Bele. Uchenna is here.
People are always doing this proud international makes can be funny and boring.
Why do I look very wholesome on the camera, but I'm skinny in real life?
Well,
I look full in the camera.
you know they say the camera adds £10.
This 10 pounds is not true. I need to be full like that in real life. Hey,
I believe in you.
you know they work. I don't try.
Up your protein intake.
Now so then they talk. I don't shop tire, shop egg, shop beans, shop milk, all of them. I don't need I've left it for the Lord.
To shop egg now what self? One crate of egg is 1,000 million naira.
I eat one a day, just to help my condition. Egg cannot be my problem. It's money to Morocco that I'm looking for now. Money to Morocco.
It will complete. It will complete. It will complete, I believe.
Oh, what's happening? El Kaderwa. But it's showing now. What's it? Is it shaking? Is it that you can't hear our audio? What's the problem really, LK? Tell us.
It seems fine from here.
Because it looks fine from here.
Yeah.
So tell us what the real problem is. Is it shaking? Is the audio questionable?
It's breaking.
It's breaking. Ha.
I hope it's not from your end though.
Okay, reset your router.
Yeah, try that. For anyone else on the live stream, is it breaking on your end as well? Let's have the feedback so we know.
So Uche, Umokoye, I can see you've sent a message. And anybody else that is watching, is it breaking on your end? If it's not breaking on your end, then maybe it's LK Adeogwas. So let us know if it's breaking on your end so that we can know what to do. Because it looks fine here, but somebody's complaining that it's breaking. So if there's anybody else watching right now and it's breaking on your end, please let us know so that we know what to do. But I will lay hands on it.
Lay hands on Skabash.
Okay, Abiodun says it's not. That's fine on his end. Official A says it's fine on his end.
It's probably reception, maybe on LK's end.
Okay, it's reception on LK and Ibrahim's end.
Most likely.
Please just reboot your router. That's what it is.
You can also do the whole this thing I do. Airplane mode and then come back. Airplane mode and switch it off. Tends to work.
It tends to work, yeah. Try to reboot your router. We're back, Abby.
One more.
Okay.
Thanks for the feedback.
Thanks for the feedback. Thank you so much. See why we like you. So you help us to be better. Ibrahim, thank you.
You should pay for consulting.
Exactly. You should pay us for consulting because no wisdom, no knowledge is free. Remember?
You are welcome back into the locker room on a Wednesday morning on Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. It's a great Wednesday. Great time to talk about sports. Ayokunmi here. Tega Supreme also in the studio. We're having a great time and great fun as well. And we implore you to join us as well on the ride. You can do that on WhatsApp by sharing your messages with us on 0809 444 0981. Studio line is 0201 4489 981. And also on YouTube, we're streaming live at Smooth 981 FM. FM Lagos. Yes, thank you all
Right.
for the feedback out there on YouTube. Much appreciated. All right, Tega, let's jump back into the stories. And we're going to be talking about some footballing matters. And
My
one man
favorite guy.
is in the news. The Football Association is investigating after a video was posted on social media appearing to show Premier League referee David Coote making derogatory comments about Liverpool and their former manager Jurgen Klopp.
Okay, so I would say I think a few of us have seen that video. If you have not, just go to social media, whatever social media platform is, and search for the David Coote video. But what happened was he was obviously with another friend of his, and they were fooling around, and he was talking about how Jurgen Klopp is not a polite or nice person. That's the morning English language I can use. He's not a polite person, and how Liverpool are bad. I think this was in that season of Liverpool. So this was not this season, obviously. This was in that last season of Liverpool. And then how, Liverpool are bad, and then how he hates a particular. Again, I say that word is a swear word, even if we hear it commonly in football. So I'm not going to use it. So it was that's what he was doing, and the video has come, and then in the video he actually did say this video should not go out anywhere.
Oops.
And then it has come out, and here is what I say. I have been in room with friends where they are recording something and I say do not record, and this is a simple reason why. You may claim that it is never going to go anywhere,
and it finds its way,
and somehow, whether your phone is spoiled and somebody's repairing it and he sees a nice picture or video, because it's pictures girls like to take, and the weirdest pictures. And whether it's a picture or a video, somehow it will get out. I'm like, why is the camera on when you are doing that as a Premier League referee? I'm sure that people would have said worse things about football clubs, but they're not on camera. Why are you recording it? That's the first stupidity. That's the first one. For that one alone, they should suspend him indefinitely for that recording alone. But secondly, for that mentality. Now, truth be told, when I saw David Coote in the last Liverpool match, because he refereed, was it just this weekend or the weekend before? I know he referees a Liverpool match recently.
I can't remember specifically.
He was great. I didn't see any bias. The one time I thought he could have given a red card was when it was recently. It was when Salah was fouled in the build up to Darwin Núñez's goal.
Right.
He was that was the last man. He could have stopped play, given a red card, and given Liverpool a free kick, but he allowed play to continue, and then Darwin Núñez scored the first goal. So he wasn't biased in that one, but he has this video that doesn't say complimentary things about it. So yeah, they should investigate and let's see what happens to it. First of all, as a referee, don't get on camera. There's a reason why they tell you not to get on camera. But number two, it's going to be a tough one for him.
Definitely is. Well, we'll see how it plays out at the end of the day. All right, let's talk about the Nations League that we alluded to earlier on. This week, it's going to be all about that in international football. Now, a low turnout for France's high-security Nations League football match against Israel at the Stade de France on Thursday would be understandable, defender Dayo Upamecano said on Tuesday.
All right, so this match is tomorrow, and it's a tough one for Israeli. So remember, the reason why they're expecting this security problem was that some Israeli fans traveled to Amsterdam for a match that they were competing in, and they were attacked because of the war in Gaza. So they attacked the fans. Again, I would say, you can have your belief system, you can hold on to whatever ideology you want to hold on to, but why are you attacking people? And so these fans were attacked. 5 of them, I think, were injured. And because of that, the Israeli embassy has warned their citizens, please don't be going to all this football, all these events, all these open events, so that they don't attack you guys. And so France is playing against Israel. Ideally, Israel would have fans at the stadium. But now, because of that attack that happened in Amsterdam, everybody's just being cautious.
As it
So
should be.
yeah, as it should be. So they may not feel up. It's so sad. The French are trying to do their best to provide security. They're even assuring people that even the French president will be there. So at least if the president is there, you can be assured
Mm.
of security. But if you're an Israeli fan, the French president is sitting in VIP. Am I sitting beside him? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay in my house. So that's what's happening.
All right, away from France, let's talk about Germany and Jamal Musiala, who is in the news. He doesn't spend time reading any of the recent praise for his performances for club and country. He said on Tuesday, instead putting the work with an eye on the 2026 World Cup.
Yes, so the Germans are in a rebuild and they're yet to lose at this tournament so far. So interesting game for Germany. Now, first of all, let me talk about Musiala. I often forget that he was raised English.
Yeah, he was.
I often so every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, why is this German sounding? First of all, it's shock. Then I remember how he was raised. So it's an interesting one. The Germans are in good form. Everybody, including Kai Havertz. Yes, I know Kai Havertz did not score against Chelsea, but even Kai Havertz is in good form. Um, at least he puts himself about in the right way.
Mm.
So the German team will be looking. That again, usually build towards something, and that's why I like them. So as much as they're competing in the UEFA Nations League, the eye is not on the UEFA Nations League prize.
It's on the World Cup.
They're preparing for the 2026 World Cup 2 years from now. So it is brilliant to see how they keep building. Sela is only 21. By the next World Cup, he'll be 23. So let's see how they set up um, to play their Nations League. Now, Nagelsmann has come out to say his team is going to keep pushing. His team is still going to keep, he's still trying to build his team.
Right.
There were some injuries that he had, that Leroy Sani had to come in to his squad. And so he's saying his starting 11 is not cast in stone. He's still going to change players according to form. And this is why I like Julian Nagelsmann. He's still, I mean, coaching wise, he's still a young man. So
True.
there's a youthful arrogance with which he changes and picks his team. He doesn't stick to a particular set of people. So he's telling everybody now, regardless of the fact that you're playing now, it doesn't guarantee you play at the World Cup because I will pick based on form. So I like the way Musiala is just keeping his eye on the ball. Yes, I'm doing great for Bayern Munich. Yes, I'm doing great for Germany, but I have to get to the World Cup. That's the
goal
ultimate.
at the end of the day. All right. Let's talk about the new tidings at Old Trafford. Man United's new era started on Monday when Ruben Amorim jetted into town to start the daunting task of restoring the club to former glories.
Yes, now we're talking about Amorim, and you saw what he did with Sporting, and
Right.
a good job for him. But he's come to Manchester United now. He came to Manchester United and he kicked out Ruud van Nistelrooy. Remember on Monday we are talking about what would you do with Ruud?
Mm.
Truth be told, I understand why. You see, Ruud van Nistelrooy is a former club legend. Number one. Number two, Ruud van Nistelrooy has a charisma that makes him endearing to both fans and even the players.
That's right.
There's a reason the players are playing the way they play. He has that charisma. Now, he has also said that he wants to be Manchester United coach soon. If you are Amorim, would you keep him there? You've not even started the job. He's already telling you that he wants to be coach. By the time I mean, somebody's eyeing your husband, you're inviting them to your house to spend the weekend. You can't be doing like that now. You have to give yourself sense. So I understand why Ruud van Nistelrooy was kicked out, despite the fact that he helped or he started the rebuild with Manchester United after Eric Ten Hag went out, keeping a 100%, well, not 100% record, 100% in the sense that he didn't lose a match.
He didn't lose it. I mean,
yeah, but he had 3 wins and one draw in the 4 matches he was in charge of. So it was a good record. But I mean, with his ambitions and who he is, please come and be going. So let's see how Amorim came at the right time. He has this international break to kind of get,
a feel
of what the Manchester United system is like. So let's see how it works out for him.
Let's see how it works out. Fingers are crossed on the red side of Manchester. Let's take messages as we get up out of the studio this morning. Let me take this one from YouTube. Uchenna Nwokoye says, looking forward to our boys doing us proud. International breaks can be funny and boring, but we will cheer our boys to victory. Go Eagles!
Yes, so make sure
I
you
see
wear
on
your
that
green.
one. All right, let me take WhatsApp. Tayo says, Kuth being uncouth. Why did I think of that one? The video shouldn't go out, Cape. In the midst of trendy and trigger-happy generations, deep play. Somebody leaked the remainder of the video. EPL referees have always been a problem. Now there's working. Nagelsmann is still experimenting with his squad. He should continue. Football and politics are 5 and 6. In Amorim, we wait because I'm a patient man. Tayo, you will wait till thy
Tayo, you
kingdom
wait a
come.
long time, man.
Emeka says, after we've qualified for the AFCON, any extra points we get, we can dash them to our West African neighbors. No, not dashing them anything. Let's be our brother's keeper. No.
No.
As for the referee scandal, what the PGM will need to investigate, how many more of their referees have that same mindset but are not foolish enough to sit in front of a camera and display it. You can't find a mindset. If I didn't say anything, you can't find
exactly. Like I said, when I saw David Couto, that's why when I saw David Couto in the last match, I couldn't say there was a bias.
Exactly.
Then I saw the video.
Exactly. Who's talking to Victor from Satellite says, despite the fact that the Super Eagles need a point, I still think we need to flog Benin hard. Lookman to score and Osimhen as well.
Amen.
Yes, we need to show Genotro that thing that he was saying. It didn't work. EY from Miniru says, Nigeria 3, Republic of Benin 0, Victor Osimhen hat-trick. You heard it here first.
Okay.
From your mouth to God's ears.
From your mouth to God's ears, AY. All right. On that note, I want to thank you for sending in your messages via WhatsApp. Thank you for streaming on YouTube, and thank you for giving us great feedback. Thank you for tuning into Smooth 98.1 FM to listen to the locker room. Till I come your way again on Friday, when we'll be victorious, hopefully.
Amen.
Have a great week.
All right, thank you, Tega, as always, for coming through, and thank you all for being a part of the locker room and Smooth 98.1. Keep it tuned. Lagos will be talking at 9 o'clock on Lagos Talks.